in the back three, and they can really meld with the very exciting halfbacks and centre combination and really go well. So I think for England it is about having the ability to play at pace behind the scrum and to be able to get some driving games going with someone like George Robson and Matt Gervie, strong carriers getting over the game line and getting some pace and momentum. It's what English rugby lacked in the Heineken Cup. It's something without which they will struggle at international level. They've got to find some pace.
One of the other things that you said this week was that the English sides in the Heineken Cup had real problems at the breakdown, in particular against Irish sides. You would expect the Wolfhounds to be strong in that department today, I presume. What is it that they are doing so well come breakdown time, and how did England get around that issue this afternoon?
Well, they attack in numbers, and it's not just throwing people in, because that really is dangerous. Ireland, very much like New Zealand, have got this gift at the moment of deciding when there's a chance, and then they hit their numbers in and they get the turnovers down, and they're much better than England are at the moment at slowing down. And you look at players like John Muldoon, Chris Henry. These are really seasoned campaigners at the breakdown. You won't see too much flash. You won't see a Perenisi try from Muldoon today, but you might see England getting slowed down. And if they get slowed down, then you're going to see kids like Ben Spencer stepping back like they do for Saracens, taking their time. We'll get a box-kicking game going. Now, to a certain level, that works, but only to a certain level. And that's why I talk all about the breakdown. You know, Bath's scrum was demolished, but because Northampton are now nothing but a scrum, they have nothing else to give. It's more than just the set piece. It's what do you do when the game is breaking down. England have been poor in the Heineken Cup. Ireland, in contrast, have been really good at that, and that has been the difference.
And just a quick final question. From an England Saxons perspective, who do you think has got most to gain this afternoon?
I don't think any of these players are in the immediate line of fire for a call for the first team. But I guess you look at that, Dylan Armitage has got a lot to prove, not to get back into the team, but to answer critics. He's had a multitude of critics. You know, this is fascinating today because he's one of England's experienced trio of internationals in the back three, and maybe Stuart Lancaster saying, hey, look, go out there. You don't have to be man of the match, but just show you've got some maturity and lead some players. So he stands out as very important to me. And I guess you have to go back to, in the back row, Andy Saul. Can England find something different with an out-and-out seven and Thomas Waldron? We're still confused about who's going to be playing in the England back row. And after the Calcutta Cup match, if things don't go well, if Waldron can get a big front foot game going today, then he has to come into contention, even though England have been very dubious about using him for some time now. But I think Waldron has what England lack, ability to get over the game line. And if they do start with Ben Morgan, and it doesn't happen in Edinburgh, this guy's going to come into contention. One other thing, Alex, you said that Bath need a bit more charcoal than champagne if it's going to fuel their rise to the top of the days of old. Mate, it was always champagne.
And it still very much is, Stuart. Now, perhaps that's the problem. Well done, you. Thanks very much indeed. Champagne in amongst the Beaujolais and the red. Well done. We'll be back with you a little bit later on. I suppose that tees it up nicely, doesn't it? I know you're more of a Guinness man, Will, but in terms of Ireland, you said, yeah, is that right?